Hello, my YouTube friends. So, have you guys ever been in a situation where you may have taken some pictures on your iPhone and you're using a Windows PC at home, or maybe you're using a Linux PC at home, and you wanted to send the pictures from your phone to your Windows PC? Or you may be wanting to send some files from your Windows PC to your phone. This could be an iPhone, an Android, or whatever it might be. Now, I'm sure that a lot of people have heard about AirDrop. AirDrop is an application that allows you to send files between your iPhone and your Mac, right? But AirDrop only works within the Apple ecosystem. Now, today I wanted to talk about LocalSend. LocalSend is very, very similar to AirDrop, but it allows for sending files between any devices on any platforms. So you can share files to nearby devices that are on the same network, and it's completely free, it's open source, and like I said, it's cross-platform. So let me just talk a little bit about LocalSend, right? So LocalSend is decentralized. You can share files without a central server. So it is a peer-to-peer connection. It creates a peer-to-peer connection between two devices, and then you can actually send files between these devices, right? So you could send video files, you could send text files, so on and so forth, which I'll demonstrate shortly. It is cross-platform. LocalSend is available for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS, and you can actually send files between all these devices as long as the devices are on the same network. Right? It is totally free. You don't need to pay anything for this service. It's brilliant. It is available on GitHub. It is open source. It is secure. It is fully encrypted, end-to-end encryption when you're sending the files. And of course, it is absolutely easy to use, right? So what I've actually done is I'm going ahead and downloaded OpenSend on my Windows PC. So that's right here. And as you noticed, it's got a name called Mystic Tomato. So when you actually download the application and install it on your Windows or Linux PC or whatever device you're actually using, your device will be named as it will receive a name, right? So that's what I've got over here. And on the left hand side, you can see that you can actually set it up to receive or you can send. And then you've got a settings panel which you can actually have a look and play with. It's quite simple, not way complicated, but I'm going to actually set it on receive mode at the beginning because the first demonstration I'm going to do is actually sending files from my phone, from my iOS iPhone to my Windows PC, which is labeled as Mystic Tomato, right? So let's actually go ahead and fire up my iPhone and bring up LocalSend on my iPhone. Great, so now I have my iOS device and I've got LocalSend running on my iOS device, and I'm currently sharing my iOS device on my Windows PC so I can capture it. But now we have my iOS device, my iPhone, and as you can see, LocalSend is running on my iPhone, and my iPhone is given a name called Hot Orange. Right, so great. So now what I'm going to do, like I mentioned, I'm going to actually go ahead and send a file from from my iPhone to my Windows PC. Right, so what I'm going to do, here we go, I'm clicked on send, and I'm going to refresh this. As you can see, Mystic Tomato has actually showed up. There are two, and I'm actually going to get rid of the first one. The first one doesn't actually work. Maybe that's been an older one, but that's not the one we're going to use. We're going to use the second one, which is number 114. Now, that is the latest one because as you can see, go back to my Windows PC. It has had a few sessions. 114 has been the latest one, and that's the one that I'm going to send to. So the first thing I want to do, like I mentioned, I want to send some kind of media. I'm going to press on media. It opens up my pictures. I'm going to go ahead and select a picture. Now this is the image that I do want to send to my Windows PC, and I'm going to check that one to enable it, and I'm going to confirm. Now, once I confirm it, it's gone ahead and added that image and it's ready to send. I'm going to click on the device that I want to send it to. And there you go. My phone tells me that it's waiting for a response from my Windows PC. Going back to my Windows PC, it has received a message saying Hot Orange, which is my iPhone. It wants to send a file, right? So that's great. All I need to do on my Windows PC is accept the file. And there you go. I've received the file. It's actually finished sending and it's finished receiving on my Windows PC. And it has saved it to my downloads folder. And there is more information if you go to advanced. It does tell you the size of the file, the speed at which it's sent, and the number of files that I did receive. Excellent. And if you go back to my iOS device, it does tell me that it finished sending, and I can press done over here, and that's perfect. And going back to my Windows PC, I can also press done. So I have received it. That's excellent. I can go to my actual downloads file, and there is the file that I've received from my iOS device. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the other way around. We're going to send a file from my Windows PC to my iOS device. So on my Windows PC, I'm going to go to LocalSend and I'm going to go to send mode. And automatically, it notices that I have my iPhone. It detects the iPhone. And just the same thing on my iPhone, I'm going to go ahead and set it to receive mode. And now essentially my iPhone is set to receive and my Windows desktop is set to send. Now I'm going to select a file. So I'm going to go ahead and send this little file that I've got over here, open, and now it's ready to send. I'm going to click on my iOS device and it tells me that it's waiting for a response from my phone. Go back to my phone. My phone tells me that Mystic Tomato wants to send me a file. I'm going to go ahead and say accept. And there we go. It's finished. So I've received a file, and this is an image that I actually created it using ChatGPT. I've received the file and I can press OK. That's brilliant. And if I go back to my Windows PC, it says that it sent the file. Great. Going back to my mobile device, it saved the file to my images or my photos on my phone, and this was the image that I actually did send to my iOS device. So there we go. That is really the way LocalSend actually works. So it allows you to send files between devices, and you can really use this on any kind of device. You could use it on Android, you could use it on iOS. It is cross-platform. So it actually works on several things. So there we go. That is a replacement, a great replacement for AirDrop. That only exists on iOS, right? So this actually allows us to work with anything. They do have a Discord server where you can get more information on it. They've got a GitHub repository that actually has their code. It's open source. You can actually fork it and build something of yourself if you wanted to. There's more information about LocalSend that you can actually get from GitHub. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. Hope you like this. Hopefully it's useful. Hopefully you guys can use it. And look, guys, the main thing is you need to be on the same network to be able to use this. So I haven't tried it as yet, but I'm confident that if you're using some kind of VPN such as Tailscale, you could actually send files to other people that are on your same tailnet as well if you're using Tailscale. I'll have a video on Tailscale in another session. I will create a video for that. But look, guys, this is LocalSend. I hope this really helps you guys out to send files if you're in that situation. That's it. Please like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.